my god, hi everyone. I'm so excited. Okay. Resolution lower.
I'm so excited by the Pointer Sisters from Spotify.
No, Alexa, stop. Alexa, stop. Alexa, stop. Oh my god. How do I confirm that enter? I don't know how to confirm that. Alexa, shuffle Snail's house.
Shuffling This Is Snail's House from Spotify.
Alexa, volume down. Bonus? What's in the bonus? I see. Oh my god, Alexa, shuffle Snail's house. Oh my god. Okay, this is loud. It needs to be turned down. Oh my god, Alexa. Oh my god, she's so annoying. Alexa is so annoying. Okay, I need to change this. There we go. Alright, now we can finally start. Okay. Alright. New chapter. Let's go. I'm so excited for this. Seal, Demise, Encounter, Purgatory, Shangri-La, Maya, and Tooth. Seal. Okay, I need that text to move faster. Message speed fast. Voice volume down a tad, like 6. I don't know, let's put it at 69. Sound effect volume can go down, BGM down a little too. There we go. Ah, what lovely weather. I wonder how Ayumi's faring at school today. I hope she's enjoying herself. The spirits seem unusually active again though. And there's an old sense of I remember the memories of being cut off by these bitches when I played you in the first game. And there's that old sense of unease too, the same one Ayumi and I have been feeling all our lives, but stronger than ever. I don't like it one bit. I can sense its presence. It's gotten very, very close. But that's preposterous, right? I'm probably just imagining things. Maybe it would be best if I talked with her about it.
悪いことが起きなければ良いのですが。
I only hope nothing bad happens. Book of Shadows, episode 1. Seal, let's go. I threw down my bag, collapsed onto the bed and stared up at the ceiling. Okay, you know, wait. Now the voice is just too quiet. Voice volume up a turd, there we go. There we go. These were my familiars, the familiar lighting and the familiar patterns I knew so well, and that familiar stain in the corner. I remember when my dad made that stain. It was my 5th birthday and he'd just opened a can of soda I'd been shaking. Staring up at my ceiling was something I'd done a million times before, but today it felt strange, like I'd just come from doing the exact same thing. And I'm not talking the general act of lying in bed and looking up, but a more specific sense that I'd experienced this singular moment in time once before. There she is! Ayumi! Jesus, why is she so loud? I believe the term you're looking for is deja vu. Supposedly deja vu signifies that a new destiny has just been born within you. So congratulations Nakashima, you may be a whole new person now. So said the class rep, making light of the situation in her usual creepy way, but maybe she was right. I had been more cognizant of my actions since then. Usually, if I pay too much attention to every little thing I do, I begin obsessing and then I just give myself a headache and end up calling it quits. But this deja vu was real and it was far stronger than it had any right to be. This wasn't your run-of-the-mill spooky feeling, it was all encompassing. Oh my god, hi. Oh my god. Okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put voice volume down to like here. And I'm gonna speak over it. Okay, I'm gonna put the game audio up a tad. Just a tad. There we go. No matter where you go in this house, it all smells just like you, Naomi. Is this heaven? I swear, Seiko, doesn't it feel like this has all happened once before? What has? You sleeping over here. And then the next day, we were both like, hey, let's go clothes shopping. Don't you remember? Surely you jest. Long have I sought to capture thee and infiltrate the walls of this holy temple, but today marks my first successful conquest. Alexa, volume down. Yeah, I guess that isn't the sort of thing I'd half forget quite so easily. Must be my imagination. Hee-yaha! Finally, our flag has been planted. Seiko and Naomi together at last. You bet. This is going to be lots of fun. But what's all this about a flag? Oh, I think you know. And so began my first ever slumber party with Seiko. The moment 5th period ended that day, we tore right out of school and loaded up on all the junk food and drinks we could carry. Seiko and I had been friends forever, but neither of us had stayed at the other's house before, so we were both pretty excited. This was going to be fun. Naomi, do you mind if I make a quick call home? The kids know where I'll be, but I should still check in since I didn't have a chance to swing by. Sure, go ahead. Do you need to use the landlines? Okay, clicking again does, like, just make the text appear. No, my cell phone will be just fine. I just worry about poor little you know. He'd be sad if I didn't at least call. No problem, you do your thing, and I'll take a quick bathroom break. Hehe. I exited my room, glancing behind me to see Seiko holding her cell phone to her head with one hand while flashing me a peace sign with the other. The mere idea that there'd be a friend waiting for me in my room when I got back was just so exciting. Oh, the things we could talk about that night. Where should we start? What story should we tell? Yeah, okay. Looks like Dad's going to be late coming home tomorrow, you. So I'll head your way after the festival cleanup and all the goodbyes. Then we can get ready for Dad's special surprise dinner, okay? Yep. Give all my love to the others and make sure you all tuck in tight tonight so you don't catch colds. Take care, you. Hey, they holding up okay? Sure are, which means I've got nothing to worry about. I can enjoy my time with you to the fullest. Sounds like you're ready to have some fun. And I'll bet you are too. So what should we talk about? Anything you like. I'm just glad to have this blissful opportunity. I really can't say why I felt so shy and embarrassed. The two of us were always together after all. Changing the setting from school to my personal space just seemed to bring us a lot closer. I found myself staring at Seiko's face as if studying it. Did she always look like that? This was someone who regarded me as a friend. All kinds of inane thoughts were swirling through my head, and for some reason they were making me really nervous. Hey, you know what we've got? We've got that chocolate soda we bought. Wanna try it out? Oh my god, chocolate soda sounds so good, what the fuck? Do I? Just try and stop me. I took out the bottle we purchased and poured its fizzy contents into 2 cups. It had the faintest tinge of chocolate colour, but was otherwise clear. As it hit the bottom of each cup, that familiar comforting sizzle of carbonic acid rising from liquid echoed forth amidst the froth of bubbles. Well, it's sure a pretty colour, but what do we do with the rest of it if it sucks? We take it with us into school tomorrow and offer it up to everyone. Make like we're being real nice, see? Hey, that's a good idea. Alright, here you go, Seiko. Arigato. Okay, let's drink it down on the count of 3. Sounds good. Se-no. Ichi, ni, si. Gulp. Wait, is it ichi, ni? Ich, ni, san. Okay, it's san. Ich, ni, san. Damn, that's good. I guess I didn't take the rest into school then. Before I knew it, we were up to our old tricks, talking on and on like we always did at school. We smiled and laughed and felt joy together, all at the same time, or at all the same things. Spending this time together, we could each forget all our troubles for a while. This was the kind of friend that comes along only once in a lifetime. I was starting to get really sentimental and I had no idea why. I certainly couldn't admit it to her though, or I'd never hear the end of it. Aww. I just kept thinking to myself, I really hope Seiko and I can be friends like this clean into adulthood for the rest of our lives even. Maybe it was that same weird sense of camaraderie one tends to feel during overnight field trips, I don't know. Miss Nakashima, this food is stupendous. Come on, Naomi, say ah. Thank you. You two certainly are close, aren't you? I've heard so much about you, Shinohara, that I felt I simply had to meet you one of these days. Oh, Naomi's been talking about me, has she? Oh, all the time. During meals, you're always a hot topic around here. She never fails to have some story about where you two went and or what you did. Oh, so I've been accepted by the family then? My tears of joy overflow at the prospect. It must be red as a beet right now. Seiko? Oh, and it's not just you. Naomi also loves talking about that Satoshi Machida boy. Whenever he comes up, she just gets so excited. I think she likes... Mum. Lixney on the Atoshi say, okay. Sorry, dear. Oh, don't worry. I know all about her feelings towards her beloved Mochida. Naomi may seem like a strong girl, but she's really quite the shy one. Seiko! Stop poo, stop poo! Stop poo, stop poo. Well, you're certainly well informed. What say you and I have a girls' night out sometime? I'll treat you to something good, and in return you tell me everything you know about Naomi from school. It would be an honor and a privilege, Miss Nakashima. Hey, come on now. Well, then you two have gotten sufficiently stuffed. I've drawn the bath, so you should head in while the water's still warm. I'll assume you'll be okay going in together since you're both girls, no? Dance straight! My flag is firmly planted now. The day is totally won. Hello, hi Rai Rai! Welcome in. How are you, my... Oh, what the fuck is happening? Oh my gosh. Okay, what if I do this? Okay, I need to work out a way that I can see Twitch chat without, like... Can I, like, make it smaller? I can. Okay, perfect. Now I can see Twitch chat. This is one of those annoying games where the sound, like, stops playing when you click off the tab. Good, just woke up. Good morning! You're just in time. Look, we're playing the second corpse party game finally. Doesn't this bring back memories? Look, it's our girls, Naomi and Seiko. Doesn't this bring back pleasant non-PTSD memories? This one's in more of a visual novel format, I think. Yeah. Now that you're here, you can tell me how the sound is. How loud, how quiet is the game? How's the BGM of the game? Dun 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 dun. I love the emoji. Think it's good? Okay. How about the voices? Huh? What are you talking about? Are we really going to bathe together? And seriously, what's all this flag business about? Voices are a touch quiet. Yeah, I wanted that because I'm reading over the voices this time. Because it feels awkward to me to like pause and then read and stuff. I wanted it a little quieter than me. Never mind that. Just come on, Mrs. Nakashima. We're going to borrow your bathroom. Roger that. Make sure you two get nice and warm. Gotcha, gotcha. Let's go. It's bath time. Seiko and I removed the labels from our school uniforms on the way to the bathroom dressing area. I still felt a little uncomfortable, so I suggested we bathe separately after all. But Seiko just mumbled that resistance is futile and set about taking my clothes off. Ayo. Ayo. With only a few swift movements, she had my whole outer uniform stripped away in no time at all. Ayo. She was a bona fide pro, a real expert at taking people's clothes off, disturbingly well practiced. Ah, hot, hot, hot. Oof, no kidding, the hot water at your house doesn't mess around. Yeah, Mum likes to run the world's hottest baths. I keep telling her that when you're soaking, lower temperatures are better, but she never listens. Oh well, achoo! What's this? Is your body feeling chilled? Well then, take this. Oh my god. What? You're going to catch a cold if you're not careful. You've got to be quicker at taking off your clothes, Naomi. Come on, don't be shy. Here, look this way. Seiko had such a dumb, self-satisfied expression on her face as she scooped up water in the basin and dumped it over our heads. I think you're unshy enough for the both of us. I mean, you're the one who tore off all my clothes like they were paper. Well, I do bathe my little brothers every day, so I've gotten pretty good at speed stripping other people. Don't word it like that. What the fuck? Okay, that makes sense actually. Anyway, you need to loosen up. Let's take this opportunity to deepen our friendship. Ayo! Yes, yes, you've thoroughly broken me out of my shell. Now, how about wash your back? Have a seat. Ayo, ayo. Ayo. Oh, yes, please. Oh. 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 That. I mean, this game has a category on Twitch, so I'm assuming it's safe for Twitch. I lathered up a brand new silk towel with body soap and began washing Seiko's back, marveling at her perfect complexion. But just in case, I'm gonna do this. Just in case, I'm gonna do that. This bitch is like more uncovered than me when I'm like, you know. I never noticed. Nice thing to wake up to, real. I never noticed before just what a classic beauty she was. I bought this special just for you, so I hope you're enjoying it. How's it feel? Yeah, that's it, right there. And that's when all language broke down and the sounds emanating from the bathroom began resembling strange animalistic cries rather than human speech. Ha! Cut it out, you sound demented. Hello. Just a little further up, please. Here? Yeah, right there. I made you itchy, I'll bet. Alright, hold still. It didn't take long for Seiko's back to become completely enveloped in soap suds, but I could still detect a reaction to my every touch. Ayo. Seiko, please calm down. Literally calm your tits, please. Don't tell me you're ticklish. Guess the secret's out. I'm really, really ticklish. Well, in that case, it's a thorough washing you shall get. Yeah, so you're on the offense today, are you? Wait, stop! Yeah! What was that? I couldn't hear you over the sound of my furious finger work. I couldn't hear you over the sound of my furious finger work. I love that. I was on for sure, and nothing was going to stop me from giving Seiko's back the full treatment. After all, homeroom today was spent setting up for the culture festival, so we both got pretty dusty. A nice scrubbing is exactly what we both needed. Haha, stop squirming, hold still. Ooh. Seiko, oh my god. Man, Seiko, you're really slender. Your shoulder blades are incredible, like a cat's. Are they? I can't really see them, so I wouldn't know. But for you, it's all about that sexy, sexy collarbone. What? You sound like an old fogey or something. But so beautiful and so big. Okay, Seiko, okay. I don't think that's my collarbone you're staring at. Okay, Seiko. As I gazed at Seiko staring at my chest with hungry eyes, I suddenly had another flash of deja vu. An uncomfortable one. My eyes drifted to her neck. Oh no. There was some sort of mark there, a bruise that wrapped all the way around. Oh. Seiko, what happened to your neck? Did you scratch yourself or something? Something there? It's pretty faint, but there's a red mark. Don't remember injuring myself or anything. The bruise on her neck, no less spotting than you'd expect if it were made by human hands. It seemed more even like it came from cloth. Probably a result of wearing her kimono called tight around her neck all day for the red bean soup stand. What a shame to see her pure white skin so damaged. Trust me, it's not from that. I hope it heals soon, whatever it is. Naomi. I can't hold back any longer. Huh? What now? I've just gotta grab that ass. Wait, I need to screenshot that. Wait, that's fucking funny. Wiser words were never said, real. Come on, let me screenshot that. I just gotta grab that ass. Real, you're so real for that, Naomi. I mean, Seiko. Yeah! Chase on! The sounds, holy shit. Seiko, seriously, cool down, girl. I think you've gone totally mental on me. I just can't help myself. Oh my god. Okay. It's safe now. I can skedoodle back over here, it's safe. Aww, cute. You know, we do have a spare futon. Don't worry, I'm fine right where I am. Two people sharing a single bed would make for a warm night, but if either of us rolled over, the other one was going to wind up clean on the floor. I offered the bed to her and was perfectly willing to spend the night on a roll-out futon, but she wouldn't have it. This isn't... I don't think this is a single bed. Unless single beds are just made different and built different in Japan, because my single bed like barely fits me on it, let alone two people. Well, as long as I don't feel too crowded, I guess this is fine. It's all warm and cozy, I love it. If only I could kiss you like this, I'd die a happy woman. Oh my god. With that, she puckered her lips into a shape resembling the number 3 and looked at me expectantly. What had gotten into her? What do you mean, the shape that it resembled the number 3? What, huh? Oh, I know. Yeah, I got you now. No, we'd better not. A happy woman will know. I'd hate to see you die. Well, about that. About that. Ah, damn, hoisted. I was just thinking, this is really fun. It was around that point when I started to realise the truth about Seiko. After all, if an outsider were to witness her blatant act of harassment and my complete dismissal of it, they'd assume we're more than friends too. But it's not like I was actually in love with her. I really didn't feel that way at all. I just thought of her as a very dear friend and figured this closeness we had was pretty normal. It seemed natural, in fact, that our behaviour would lead to a third-party misunderstanding every now and again, and I'd just have to set the record straight. But honestly, even when situations like that arose, they were pretty fun in their own strange, silly sort of way. You know, this is the first time I've ever had a friend over. This is my first sleepover too. Sure beats lying in bed alone. I'll tell you what. Ow. Ooh, you okay? I might have slapped you a little too hard back there. Ayo. You sure did put your back into it, slugger. But don't you worry, I'm just fine. Seiko was rubbing her face lightly where I struck her, but smiling from cheek to cheek. Sorry again. Hey, how about I come over and stay at your place next time? What do you say? Oh, I say yes, yes, that way I can introduce you to the little ones. You are absolutely welcome any time. Thanks. The moonlight crept its way in through my bedroom window, giving the whole room a dreamlike glow. Soon enough, I was beginning to nod off. Where was I? Was I dreaming? No, it was just my room. I could feel Seiko's warmth next to me. Or maybe I was somewhere else entirely in this whole world. All my life's experiences were just one big dream. Man, it's hard to form a coherent thought when you're dead tired. Well, tomorrow's a big day. Let's get some sleep. You said it, from a sleepover right into a culture festival. We're true challengers. Don't you dare oversleep. If you do, I'm pulling back the blankets and putting an ice pack on your stomach. Oh, don't you worry about that. I'm such an early riser. I put middle-aged women to shame. I'll hold you to that anyway. Good night, Seiko. Good night. Wow, that was quick. Seiko must have been exhausted. I could hear calm telltale grunts and rhythmic breathing, signifying that she was out cold, and it was contagious. I couldn't get over just how much warmth her body was generating. The previous night was so cold, but this was perfect. She was like a hot water bottle. So warm. Whoa, you awake? I can hear your voice even from the deepest sleep, Naomi. You've experienced that before during class, remember? Is that some kind of ESP or something? And wait, were you sleeping during class? That's not good. Hey, I have a question. In the future, even after you get married, will you still spend time with me like this? What? Of course I will. Talk about a bolt from the blue. For true? For true. I mean, we're friends, you know. Through thick and thin, and we always will be. Thanks. Man, you're really a dork sometimes, you know that? Seiko yanked the covers up over her head like some girly anime heroine. If she really did think of me as more than a friend, how was I supposed to react? Naomi? Let's always be together. You bet. Good night, Seiko. Good night. Seiko and I seem to be thinking the same thing. We were both so happy, but there was another side to the coin. There was a certain awkwardness as well. It was a strange sensation. Soon enough, Seiko began moaning and breathing heavily for real. She had fallen asleep, facing me, curled into a fetal position. As I lay there staring at her head, my hand moved of its own volition and began stroking her hair. Strangely, it didn't feel awkward or embarrassing at all, perhaps because I knew she was asleep. It just felt natural. I slid my hand more towards her back and continued rubbing her head gently like a mother would her child's. What a lovely shape her head was. Perfectly round. I just kept stroking her hair, thinking about this and that. Suddenly, she clung to me and buried her face in my chest. Was she still half awake? What a strange scene this was, but just for tonight, I was willing to let it slide. There, good girl, good girl. Ayo. Ayo. Good girl, ayo. It's supposed to rain all evening, so make sure you both take an umbrella with you. Got it. Thanks for the loaner. Have fun today, and Shinohara, you be sure to think about where to go on that date of ours. Yes, mother. She's not your mother, you know. Seiko had woken up ungodly early and pulled my futon away, facing me up with a chill and a sneeze. We both combed our hair and put on our school uniforms, then scarfed down the breakfast my mum had made and flew out of the house. If we didn't hurry, we'd be late for setting up. Dun 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 dun. Oh, things are looking pretty grand this year too. Yeah, it's really coming together. But I forgot, I have to go get the bowls from the prep room. Seiko, you go on ahead to class, will you? Roger that. Oh, and I'll take your bag for you. Give it here. Thanks. Dun 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 dun. It was the day of the Culture Festival, or KIZAMI Fest. Our school has a whole lot of history to it, and this festival had been part of it for ages. Every student in the junior and senior high alike were busy getting ready for the festivities, which were due to start in around 30 minutes. Wondered if I have any extra time afterward to go check out the other classes' projects. We'd previously washed the bowls we were planning to use and laid them out in the home ec prep room. With those bowls in hand, I proceeded towards class 2-9. I climbed the usual staircase and headed towards the usual room, stepping carefully so I wouldn't drop any dishes. The plan this year was to host a red bean soup restaurant. I could smell the sweet red bean paste more and more clearly with every step I took. I'd eaten so much food at breakfast, and here we had even more food rearing its head, but when it comes to sweets, I say bring it on. Morning everyone, these look like there'll be enough bowls for today, don't you think? Good morning, Mayu. Morning, yeah, that looks like it'll be plenty. Ayumi. Yo! Yoshiki! Oh my god, it's so great to see these guys again. Oh my god. Morning Kishinuma, morning Satoshi. Satoshi! Naomi. Satoshi seemed a bit out of sorts. He was just staring blankly. Was he still half asleep? It bothered me to see him like that, but I literally had my hands full, so I couldn't really dwell on it. I pushed on into the classroom. But I couldn't actually see what was in front of my feet, and I have to admit, it was kind of scary. It'd be a real challenge not to drop anything. Naomi, good morning, my dear. Oh no. Yeah, Seiko, stop grabbing my ass. Haven't we already said our good mornings anyways? Oh, but how can I resist an opportunity like this? Naomi, hands restricted, unable to fend off my advances. Oh no. Look what you did. Oh, now that's not good. Our tableware has to get clean. Guess we'll just have to go wash it all again. Here, I'll help. Thanks, sorry for the trouble. They look so cute. Look at Ayumi. And so began the culture festival. All day we wore the clothes Susamoto prepared for us and served red bean soup to our schoolmates. She had a lot of costuming experience, having worked on that side of things in the drama club for quite some time. She even did the sewn herself, putting all her practice to the test, and the kimono she prepared for us really were of exceptional quality. So good, in fact, that they became a centerpiece for us, bringing in students from the junior and senior high divisions alike. It made for a busy day. When we weren't tending to customers, we were chasing after that slacker Kishinuma, or taking time to check out some of the other class projects. In the end, not only did we have a really fun day, we also wound up being the most popular classroom in the whole festival. All in all, a rousing success. Finally, the clock struck 6. As our busy day drew to a close, we all stood around talking. We kept saying we should clean up, but that kind of didn't happen. Before I knew it, there were only 7 of us left in the room. Satoshi, the class rep, Seiko, Morishige, Kishinuma, Susamoto and myself. Oh no. Seems everyone else had already gone home. Oh no.
結局後から来てくれ
Our
た
homeroom TA, Miss Shishido, showed up with Satoshi's little sister in tow, but they were it. We nine became the de facto cleanup crew. Oh no!
することになった
Oh no! Hmm. Hmm.
おー
Hmm.
みんなお疲れ様頑張ったね
Ah, finally done. Good work, everyone. The place is looking like a real classroom again.
くそー
Those dumbasses who went out home without helping are sure going to get a piece of my mind tomorrow, though. Not much of a class rep if I can't even hold everyone together long enough to clean up after ourselves.
岸沼でさえ残ってるのにね
Now, you did manage to keep Kishinuma here, surprisingly.
うるせえ
Oh, shut up. Suzumoto, I just wanted to say it's been really fun having you here these last few months.
本当に楽しかったわ元気いっぱいのあなたに
I can't tell you how many times your positive energy helped bolster my spirits.
みんなあなたのことが大好きだし
Always remember that you're loved and respected.
口には出さないけど
We may not have said much to that effect, but we've all been watching you blossom here.
周りを気遣って
I lent a hand where I could and did my best to help guide you, but ultimately you walked your own path and have become a fine young woman.
先生
Mrs. Yui,
意識もせずにそれが
it takes a special person to achieve what you've done without even realizing it.
あなたの副担任に
It's been an honor to serve as your homeroom TA.
向こう行っても
I wish you all the best at your new school. Thank you.
そう文化祭
Fortunately, this teary farewell brought us all back to reality. During the holidays following the culture festival, Suzumoto was being transferred.
実質
This was to be her last her last day at Kisaragi Academy High School.
みんな鈴本さんのことは大好きだった
Everyone here loved her, so this was a sad occasion
本
indeed.
当に裏表のない
She was truly a kind person, possessing no ulterior motives and harbouring no ill will toward anyone. The thought of her leaving was just plain depressing.
時間も
Okay, so
いよいよお別れっていう時に
okay, remember so Naomi was like, so I guess in this game I guess this like chapter is gonna be like, maybe they're like, well, Naomi's been saying like stuff's happened before, like she remembers stuff happening before and the others don't. So I'm thinking that in this game or this chapter we're gonna be like have like gone back, like sort of a loop thing, but this time from Naomi's perspective instead of Satoshi's. Kind of like sentimental death loop, but they forgot. because I don't think this is just like a visual novel adaptation. Because Seiko had the marking on her neck where she was like, spoiler alert for the first game, but if you're watching this one you probably saw the first game already, but she was hung, so right, I missed the ending of that. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna get water. I forgot to get that. So be right back real quick. I'm back! Welcome back. Yeah, yippee! Today I have natural Icelandic mineral water in this like really fancy bottle. It tastes like plastic. It tastes like plastic. But time waits for no one, and sadly the time had come to say our goodbyes. I got chocolate too. As one final hurrah, our cult-obsessed class rep asked us to perform some friendship ritual called Sachiko Ever After. Oh no. Oh no. Don't do it. Oh no. Upon mentioning it, she reduced a paper doll from her bag. It doesn't look like those proxy dolls you'll sometimes see in Shinto shrines, designed to absorb bad karma in somebody's place. Recently, this whole thing just seemed like the setup for a cursed seance or something. It was kind of scary, and I wasn't the only one who thought so. This is, well, it's a charm that I found on the internet. If we do it right, then all of us will be together forever. Oh no. Oh, we'll always be friends anyway, that's the gist of it. Oh no. Interesting. So how does it work? Oh no. No, don't do this. Seriously, don't do this. It's dangerous. Our lives are on the line. He remembers. Satoshi. Oh, I forgot to read. Don't you think that's going a bit overboard? Oh no. Look, I'm not joking. I'm dead serious here. Satoshi had always been easily spooked, and in true form, he was pleading for his life that we stop what we were doing. It didn't sound that scary, though. Don't worry, Mochida. This isn't my usual creepy fare. I gotta say, it's rare to see you get this worked up. Oh, bruh. In the end, 8 of us proceeded with the ritual as planned, while Satoshi sat it out off to the side, tears in his eyes. Oh, Satoshi. I kind of felt bad for him. But this was Suzumoto. We all wanted to give her the best possible send-off, so all I could really do was silently wonder what had gotten into him. Please, I'm begging you, stop this. Don't go through with it. Why won't anyone listen to me? He's really serious, like as serious as I've ever seen him. What is it, Satoshi? What is it that has you so worried? It's a time loop. This has happened before, all of this. I remember it. And what's coming next is worse than you can possibly imagine. Sorry, but I'm through trying to convince you. Just be a good boy and wait for us to finish, okay? A time loop? Is he experiencing deja vu like me? Is some new destiny being born inside of him, like the class rep had said before? Come to think of it, it's just feel a little familiar, this room, this atmosphere, this charm. I obediently dug my nails into the paper doll, but all the while I was frantically foraging through my memories, trying to figure out what I was missing. We're going to pull on it until it rips apart into 9 pieces, okay? On the count of 3. We penetrated. Satoshi quickly rushed over and grabbed the paper doll himself. He was joining us after all, it seemed. Everyone else smiled at him as if to say, finally, you've come to your senses. But I was just starting to get a really bad feeling about this. No, there's definitely something wrong here. Ready? 1, 2. Oh no. No! As soon as I reached the hallway, I fell to my knees with a thud. No, what was that? A person? It was pitch black, but I swear it was shaped like a person. The storm fairy door hung open near me, and in my panic state, I swore I'd seen a black shadowy figure within it. Oh my god. No! Well, a wholesome ritual that can definitely never go wrong, real. Oh no. Oh my god. My mind had been completely overtaken with fear. What was that? What just happened? That dark, misty entity came towards me and entered my body from every orifice. Ayo. It came in from my ears, from my mouth. I felt an enormous lump in my throat, blocking the flow of air into my lungs and momentarily teetering me on the brink of unconsciousness. Yummy soup. Hi Akibit, welcome in, how are you? I was almost killed. Felt as if a cold hand had reached into my body and grabbed hold of my life's energy, turning all my internal organs inside out and leaving me for dead. I'm doing well? Nice! I'm glad you're doing well. My stomach was churning, my bowels were on fire, and my legs were all twisted around themselves. Can pressure alone disrupt the human body this much? The odour and flavour of my own gastric juices still gnawing at the back of my throat. I felt like I was going to throw up again, but I held it in. I remember this. This place, these circumstances. I've been here before, I know I have. After performing the Sachiko Ever After ritual, there was a hellish noise and a huge hole appeared in the floor, and then I was here, in the school. There was no sign of Satoshi or Mrs. Shishido or the class rep or anyone else. Only Seiko was still near me, collapsed in a heap on the floor. Seiko and I explored the decaying building as best as we could, but there was no way out. Not a single window or outer door could be moved or even broken. Just as our last trace of hope suddenly began to vanish, we suddenly heard Satoshi's little sister Yuka cry out from somewhere just out of sight. I'd sprained my ankle pretty badly and couldn't walk very well, so Seiko went off alone to find her while I rested up in the infirmary. And that's when the dark, shadowy figure showed up and began attacking. I was scared, so very scared. My teeth were chattering and my lips were quivering as if they had a mind of their own. Why would she leave me alone like that? I told her I'd go with her to look for Yuka, so why did she leave me behind? Was I going to slow her down? Was I going to get in her way? Naomi, what happened? Are you okay? Seiko. What? Oh my god, are you alright? I'm so sorry I left you by yourself. Just seeing Seiko's face quelled my shivers. When she's around, I feel so at ease, and at that moment I just wanted to cling on to her and cry my eyes out. I should have just done it, but instead... Just leave me alone. Do you have any idea how scared I was? I'm sorry, Naomi. Come on, let's try and find a way out of here together. What's the point? Just forget about it. Leave it alone. We're never getting out of here. Maybe it was the safety of Seiko's presence that did it, but all the fear welling up within me suddenly turned to anger. I was like a spoiled child. Nothing good could come out of lashing out like this. Seiko didn't do anything wrong, I knew that, but I couldn't stop myself from saying what I said. She was genuinely concerned about me, and I'd sworn to myself that I'd protect her, but my sense of reason was fighting a losing battle. You realise we've gone missing, right? How do you think my mother's going to feel? She's going to be worried sick about me, and there's nothing I can do. Naomi, please don't say things like that. It's going to be alright. Like hell it is. She's going to keep searching for me until the day I finally come home. And she has work, you know. This whole situation is not right. As long as I'm here, I'm nothing but a nuisance to her. I'm a terrible daughter. And we're just going to die here anyway, so all that time she spends looking for me will be wasted. By this time, my mind has been completely overtaken. I wasn't myself anymore. I was running on autopilot, horrified by the words coming from my mouth. No, I know how this ends. You're wrong. Families aren't like that. It won't be a nuisance, it won't be a burden, and you're not terrible. I don't know exactly how to say this, but when there are loved ones involved, you'll do anything for them. There it was again, deja vu. Everything was falling into place. I knew what was going to happen. I knew what fate had in store if we continued down this road. But I guess I can see where you're coming from. Your mother is a really kind person. The last thing you'd want to do is worry her. That's why we need to make sure that doesn't happen, right, Naomi? We need to get back home. I don't know how it is for you and your family, but normal people don't work that way. No, it's happening. Seiko's going to get hanged. She's going to die. I have to apologize. No. I don't want you of all people to speak to me like that. Please, Naomi, tell me that's not how you really feel. Seiko. We're going to apologize. If I didn't say something to calm her down, Seiko would run off, and I knew she couldn't be by herself right now. So I pulled myself together and tried apologizing to her, but the words... Seiko, I'm oh my god. The words wouldn't come. As soon as I tried to form them, something caught itself in my throat. I found myself unable to breathe and doubled over in a fit. Naomi, are you okay? I'm sorry, Naomi. If I'm bothering you, I'll go. I hate to leave your side, but if that's what you want, I won't argue. Oh no. Seiko. Wait. Save Pikachu, same voice actors as Seiko's, yeah. Seiko ran off into the distance, her figure growing smaller and darker until it vanished altogether. I knew I'd made an awful, irreversible mistake. That sense of dread I'd felt moments before I'd come back full force. I could sense a malevolence within me, an outside hand that made me lash out at Seiko. Seiko? It felt like something was in my mouth. I had no idea what, but there was definitely something in there. I stuck my finger in and tried to dig it out. Oh my god. My finger found something and pulled, and out from my throat came large clumps of long black hair. I just kept pulling and pulling. I couldn't believe how much there was. The strands stretched all the way from my stomach through my esophagus and into my hands, and even then there was still more to pull. The motion was unnatural and was creating a repulsive, sickening sensation along my tonsils. I felt like I was going to throw up again. But where the hell did all this hair come from? Was this all stuck in my throat? It was only a faint notion before, but now I was certain I was remembering some future event. I didn't know why or how, but I was repeating time. Am I just not allowed to apologize.
何かの力が働いてる
I could feel a dark will guiding me. Someone or something wanted Seiko to be killed in this timeline as well. Holy feces! Hi Carla! How are you?
ダメだよ
But I wasn't going to let it happen.
絶対させないから
Not without a fight, I'm so dead. Oh no, why are you dead?
とにかく
I have to go after her. I have to apologize. I can't leave her alone like this.
私は
I ran as quickly as I could in the direction Seiko had gone, but then... Eek! No!
立っていることもできな
A
い
fierce earthquake began shaking the building. It was so violent I couldn't even stay standing. I crouched along the ground waiting for it to pass. That's at least 100 freedoms. 42 degrees, damn. Oh my god, I'd cry.
校舎全体が揺れる
Everything was moving and there were sounds of objects cracking and breaking all around me.
そこら中でガラスが割れて
Glass was shattering, ceiling tiles were raining down upon me. I was scared for my life. So scared, so very, very afraid. It's like 10 less outside, KW. Damn.
しゃがんでいたら死んじゃうかもしれない
I was certain I was going to die. Maybe a big chunk of ceiling would fall on me or the floor would open up on my feet and swallow me whole.
どんな死に方するの
I kept wondering how it was going to end. Was I going to be crushed? How badly would it hurt? How long would it go on before I finally died?
いろんな想像が頭の中を
My head was swimming with all kinds of worst case scenarios while my body just remained motionless on the ground. I'd never felt so helpless before. I didn't even care anymore. I'd take any release I could get, just make it stop.
体を小さく
But there was no release for me. All I could do was curl up into a ball and pray.
ただ守ることしかできなかったどれくらい経っただろ
I wondered how much time had
う
passed.
一瞬にも
It could have been only a moment, a few minutes, or even a few hours, for all I knew. But it did finally come to an end, and the dark corridors were silent once more.
体中をこう
I gradually loosened my stiff body, uncurling from the floor. Blotches of dust and wood chips fell from my hair.
服の中にも
Some of the finer debris had gotten into my clothing and was crunching around like sand with my every movement. It was not pleasant.
気持ち悪い服をつまんでバサバサと払い
I brushed myself off as best as I could and slowly rose to my feet, slapping my skirt in vain to clear away any excess dust and dirt. I went to the store to buy cookies and it was less warm standing in the sun. Damn.
埃が舞い
That's when you know buildings need air conditioning.
見渡すとそこには
The particles in the air were like a white smoke billowing through the pitch black hallway. It took me a moment to get my bearings.
絶望的な状況
Once I finally did know, I almost wished I hadn't. The sight before my eyes instantly washed away what little hope I may have had. What?
今の地震で床が抜けて
The earthquake had completely caved in part of the floor. It was no longer possible to continue down this hall. No longer possible to trail Seiko. AC is black magic to us filthy Europeans, yeah.
もう少し向こうにしゃがんでいた
If I had been cowering from the quake, only a few feet ahead, I'd be dead for sure, swallowed up into whatever hell lay down there.
住んではなかった
I wish it's cold where I live, same. I wish it was cold
穴の
too.
縁に膝をつけて
I knelt down by the edge of the hole and peered within.
暗くてよく見
It was
え
too dark to tell for sure, but if I thought I saw was correct, then the ceilings in this school were unreasonably high.
さらに下の階のちょうどそこから真下の床にも穴が開いて
To make matters worse, it seemed like the floor directly below had fallen out as well.
ここから落ちたら
I didn't dare consider just how deep this pit might go. All I knew was I couldn't risk falling into it. Shivering in terror, I pulled myself up.
どうしよう
What do I do? Can I get around it? I wonder if it's possible to smuggle AC units into the country. I mean, they're legal here. Just not a lot of buildings are built with them, and they're expensive to get installed. It's not like they're illegal.
急がないと
I have to hurry.
急がないと
Power just isn't cheap enough. Yeah.
脱してしまう
I definitely had to hurry. If I didn't, Seiko would commit suicide, but there was still time.
今度こそそ
I was determined not to let it happen. No matter what I was going to save her, I was going to change her horrible fate. Smuggle power instead. Search mode. Okay. What am I looking for? What am I looking for? Hello? Oh. I accidentally clicked out the tab. Love that. Map. Oh, okay. Oh. There was a mess of blood and entrails on the wall, as if someone were launched from across the corridor at tremendous speed and splattered on impact. Well, we know who that is. We know who that is. The smell was positively vile. Seiko had commented on it before, but it was really hitting me now. Every breath I took was triggering my gag reflex. It was all I could do not to vomit again. The buzzing. The buzzing's so funny. Okay, let's go here. Somehow we can go here, even though there is apparently a hole in the floor. Door to science lab is frozen in place, as if it's just decoration on the wall. It can't be opened. Okay. Okay, I think this is just where we were, right? If I remember correctly, we need to like go... Why did Discord just open? What the fuck? Close that shit, that's gonna lag me out. Okay, let's try every room, I guess. Wait, no. Let's try going over here. As I wandered through the darkened corridors, every hair on my body was standing at attention. I had goosebumps from head to toe. My friend went to Italy and now he spammed me with photos from locations that were in a certain bizarre manga. Nice! I felt like a fog of uneasiness was swirling around me with each step I took. And that fog was growing thicker and thicker, to such an extent that I began fearing the darkness might swallow me whole and I'd cease to exist. I could feel my sanity slipping away. I didn't know how much longer it could hold out, and I was starting to lose patience. I just wanted to get it over with. Fear was like a slime covering my entire being. No matter how much I wiped, I was only squishing it around. It wouldn't come off. It was stuck fast. I walked around aimlessly, calling out Seiko's name. By doing so, I think I was barely able to dull my senses and just barely maintain my grip on reality. Seiko, where are you? Please answer me. I wasn't thinking straight. I want to apologize. Up ahead, I swore I saw a light glinting off of something. It looked for a moment like a web of sinewy strings stretched out all across the hall. I slowly crept forward until I could confirm that they were, in fact, strands of wire. Gently, I reached out a finger and touched the closest one. Yow! I pulled my hand away, looking down at it. There was now a very fine, clean slice. Right on the tip of my finger, tiny red beads were beginning to form. Ouch. Those beads just kept getting bigger and bigger as I watched, eventually swelling into one another and forming a single drop of blood. My headset just fell off of my head. And that drop quickly became too heavy for its perch. It began wending its way down my hand toward my wrist. Piano wire? No, it's a little different. I couldn't believe it had cut so deeply from just that one faint touch. Had it been sharpened? It really stung. If I hadn't noticed those wires strung up across the hall and had just kept walking, I shuddered to think what might have happened. Death not from malevolent spirits, but from a mere booby trap. Who could have done this? My condolences that you're playing Book of Shadows, by the way. There was definitely a planned malice behind it. I could sense an ill will in the air and began to tremble. Was someone watching me, even at that very moment? Was someone just waiting for me to fall into their trap and die so they could gloat about it? Is someone there? Hey! It was like an unconscious shout. I couldn't control myself. I was scared, and whoever did this was heartless. I couldn't just let it go. Stop this, please. You're scaring me. Don't do these awful things to people. A bevy of negative emotions began swimming through my head. I suddenly realized I was crying. And I knew that this corridor with its web of razor-sharp piano wire was effectively impassable, at least for the moment. I needed to find some way to cut these wires, or some means of disabling the trap at any rate. I decided to go back the way I came and search the rest of the school for answers. Search mode again, let's go. Okay. Okay, so... I'm guessing the grayed out parts are like places we've already been. So let's go here. This is the area with the hole. Okay. Okay, I see. So, nurse's office. Let's try that. I don't like this place. The infirmary was where I'd been attacked. I didn't want to stay in there any longer than I had to. That horrible sensation of my body being overcome by that hair-like mist was something I never hoped to experience again as long as I lived. A pair of scissors on one of the shelves. Its blades are stained with blood. Take it? Hello? Take it? Take it? Hello? Okay, whatever. Proper procedure for dissection. First and foremost, you must ensure that both arms and both legs are firmly pinned down, such that the subject is completely unable to move. Next, make a clean incision across the stomach and carefully peel the skin on both sides, exposing the subject's innards. Use pins to keep the remainder of the page is so stained and faded that it's completely illegible. There are a large number of bottles lined up on the shelf here. Each one of them seems to be packed tightly with small chunks of unidentifiable meat, and the smell suggests they've been here for quite a while. Okay, that's just the shelf again. All things considered, there's surprisingly little dust on these beds. There's nothing under them, is there? No, there isn't. Good. Can I take the scissors, please? Like, hello? Okay, let's try 3A now, I guess. Do I really have to open the... Am I really going to have to open the walkthrough from this game? Dun, dun, dun. The door to classroom 3A is frozen in place. Okay. Smudgy blood redolent. Getting close to darkness is one way to learn the truth. This whole place sits close to darkness after all. Door's frozen in place, okay. Okay, I guess we've done everything we can there or something. Okay, let's see. Soul burned by waves of energy, pay tribute to the god in this house of Shinozaki. Purified by flames of hell, judgment passed in the great beyond. Following words were scrawled on the blackboard. Your friend is a traitor, you're going to be killed. Run. This shouldn't have been here. It wasn't on the board when I first got here with Seika. Somebody had to have written it recently, but why? To create a rift in our friendship? I didn't know if it was a person or a ghost who did this, but whoever it was a terrible thing to do. This was all really starting to get to me. Is somebody in here? Stop harassing me, whoever you are. I can't take this anymore. I just can't. Okay. Okay. I didn't even know whom I was angry with, but make no mistake, I was seething. I was probably really close to my breaking point. I ran out the room, never even pausing to wipe the tears from my eyes. Okay. Okay, pussy. Can I go back in? I totally can. Pussy. Okay, that was the only thing I could examine anyways, I guess. Okay. Now let's try over here. Ooh, creepy. Go up. Oh, creepy, what the fuck? Ref room. Door to the reference room frozen. Okay, there's a body over there. It's a decomposing corpse. The smell is ghastly. Judging by height and uniform, this was probably once a male senior high school student. His school name tag seems to have survived intact, prominently displayed on his now damp and discoloured blazer. Okay, I guess that's all there is to see here. Okay, I'm guessing like areas black out once I've done everything I can in them. That's what I'm guessing. Creepy. Okay, go down. Wait, why can I select here and okay. Alright, we still have classrooms to check. Oh, I remember this layout now, kind of. This is like where we first started, I think. Let's go 1A. More wires, oh my gosh. It's more piano wire. There was yet another piece of piano wire in this room, seemingly razor sharp like the others, but only one. I could avoid it easily with some care. What is this thing? In the corner of the room sat an antiquated mechanical device with a lever attached to it. Prominently featured two wheels with spools of translucent wire cord around them projected out towards the ceiling in a perfect tight line. Could this be the source of the booby trap? Pull the lever. Yes. That's a pretty big lever. I wonder if it'll even move. The machine was old and the lever was rusted, so it wasn't going to give without a fight. I could rattle it a little though, so I figured I had a chance. Yeah. I did it. Huh? It's gone. The piano wire is gone. Pog. Does that mean we can go this way now? Mizu! Hi Masana! How are you? Okay, that's where the hole is. Oh, there's a thing in here too, okay. There's a large hole, too big, and okay. Sort mechanism, pull the lever, yes. Phew. What a strange contraction. Pulling the lever made a retractable floorboard extend outward over the hole, but also restrung all the piano wire. Had to be careful not to touch any of it. If I even slightly brushed up against a single strand. Okay, can I go? Okay, I guess I can, if I just click that, I can go. Another one. Right at the base of the staircase, no less. What's a sadistic place to put it? Just crawl under. Should be possible to use the stairs, but that'd be on the way and wild shot. Best to go slow and take care not to forget about it later on. Go up. Literally just go up. Literally just dodge around it and go up. What are you waiting for? Is this what I need scissors for? Okay, nice. Okay. So we're gonna go upwards. Alright. Oh boy. 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 Shaky fade lettering. Put it out your mind, don't worry, eat, laugh, go nuts, let the darkness in. Suddenly I felt sickness in the pit of my stomach. It was almost unbearable. I felt like I was forgetting something absolutely crucial. Something I was constantly trying to forget, but absolutely had to remember no matter what. Okay, nothing else in here. Oh. Okay, it's bolted up. There has to be more in the girls' room because it's not blacked out. Search mode, yippee. I don't see anything else apart from the paper to interact with. Maybe we have to go back. Ugh. Can't I skip transitioning through these halls? my god, I can smell food. Okay. Alright, let's go into the 2 classrooms we didn't go in, I guess. It's been like 10 years doing this. All should be stern enough to get you across the other side where some sort of mechanism with a conspicuous lever awaits. Okay, so go. Literally, just go. Oh my god. That's hole, yep. I'm aware of the hole. What's so important, the lever? Yeah. Phew. Just as I thought, the device controlled both the floorboard and the wire trap. It was both, or it was neither. How cruel to make a person choose. Okay, 1B and 1C. Time to explore. Dun 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 dun. Help me, please. Somebody help me. Oh no. Okay. What? Who? Who? Me? You're next. Whoa. What the hell does that mean? Wait. Getting close to darkness, one way to learn the truth. Okay, I already read this. Doors first in place. Okay, let's go to 1C then. Wait, I didn't even get to 1B yet, bro. Ooh. What's that light? There weren't any lights on and the whole school was bathed in darkness, yet in this low room a small circle of light just kept blinking on and off. It seemed almost as if it would turn on whenever I looked at it or turn off whenever I looked away. Maybe that was just my imagination. But it seemed possible that someone could be trying to get my attention. Is anybody in here? No response. I began to get more and more creeped out with every passing second. At first I thought maybe somebody was watching me, but now I was almost certain of it. As I got close to the source of the light, the blinking stopped. The light was now fully on. Flashlight, and it's on. Wonder the source of the blinking light. It did turn steady when I got near the thing, but that just left me with more questions. Take it. Maybe it's just low on batteries and that's why it kept going on and off. That's what I told myself as I picked up the discarded flashlight. Yippee! We got the flashlight. Bleach white skeleton. Yep, it's a student. Dead lice. Okay. Desk. 3 lines deep scratches. Okay, yep. The paper. Listen to your teacher. You're going to die now. Okay, that's nice, dear. Oh, let's go. 1C. Ooh. Since I entered the room, I had a bad feeling about it. The silence was almost deafening. There wasn't a single sound to be heard. This room and this room alone felt very different from any other. It's a child's crown jewelry, very vibrant and colourful. The subject's mouth is open and she seems to be eating a watermelon, perhaps? I didn't see any watermelon, but okay. Full of dirty tissues. It kind of turns the stomach. Best not to look any closer. Best just to walk away. Okay. We got some students here. We got one. We got the paper. Last log. I ate a student today. I was hungry, so I had to. Plus, we played rock, paper, scissors, and I lost. I thought I'd lose to an adult, but I didn't. Okay, did I get the student? Okay, there we go. I got both of them. Okay, I don't think there's anything else in here for me right now, right? Okay. Let's go back to 2A, I think. Is there something about me heading back to class? Maybe we need to go back to 2A or 1A. Pretty sure our class is A. And after, if that doesn't do anything, we'll go back to the nurse's office. Oh. This is just when we were, right? Okay, yeah, we had this already. Alright, let's try going to 1A. Okay, this is the classroom with all this stuff. I'm so confused. Try going to the nurse's office, see if we can get the scissors yet. That's a potato with a face, yeah. Oh. Grade 3, room 8. Okay, so we have to go to 3A. I'm from KIZAMI Academy, grade 29. Just stop it, please. You've got the wrong person. Okay, we have. Guess we have to go to the 3rd floor and light the class up there or something, I guess, right? Wait, this side leads to the bathrooms, doesn't it? I think we have to go the other side. 3A is there. Shut up! Oh my god. Shut up. You're so annoying. You're so annoying. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. Okay. Just opened on its own. Ayo. Come on in. What? Ack. Come on in. Come on in. Some unknown force lifted me off my feet and pulled me into the classroom. It was so dark in there that I couldn't even see my hand in front of my face. I'm glad you've come. There's no time to lose. Examination is about to begin. Please remove your jacket. That's a good girl. Now lie down on the bed. Not sure what else to do. I pulled out the flashlight and pointed in the direction of the creepy voice. Fuck. Oh no. Oh no. Ah, I found it. Okay. Ah! What the hell was that? Okay. 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 Let's do this. Maybe we can do something now that we experienced that thingy. Phew. Yep, we can head on over now. Yippee! Yippee! Dun 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 dun. Oh no. No matter how much I wandered, I just couldn't seem to figure out where Seiko had run off to. And I'd been teased from the shadows and frightened the whole time I was searching. I couldn't take much more of it, I was losing my mind. When I came back to my senses, I found myself standing in the hallway on the 3rd floor of the school building. I began to doubt myself, to doubt the fated events that lay ahead, or whatever these horrific future memories were. It couldn't actually happen, right? I had no real reason to doubt the things I'd been envisioning, of course, but I kept telling myself it was all just paranoia. I'd experienced deja vu many times in my life, ever since I was a little girl, and it didn't have to mean anything. Someone once told me that deja vu was just the brain recognizing a similar situation from one's past and making a false connection, pulling the wrong file. Please, no more. Seiko! Seiko, please don't leave me by myself. I basically lost my ability to reason, as if my mind had been taken over by some outside force. I broke down on the spot and began crying. What's that? A loud sound caught my attention. It sounded like someone kicking a wall. I shot up from the ground as if I were yanked. And as I rose, my brain began recognizing a similar situation from my past. A file was being pulled. No. Sounds of a struggle coming from inside the bathroom stall. It's exactly the same. Uh-oh. There was an eerie stillness in the air within the girls' lavatory. It didn't feel like there was anyone else in here with me, but I sensed a slight movement on the 3rd stall door coming from the back, as if it were just closed. My heart was racing. I was so nervous. It felt like all the blood in my body had begun flowing in reverse behind this door. Ooh? Woo. Seiko, where are you? I miss you. Just looking at the news sent a wave of dark feelings through my mind. The spectre of death was right in front of me, baring its fangs. If I went too much longer without finding her... Ah! That same dull thud echoed again from behind me. Startled, I turned back towards the stall. No one was there, so what was I hearing? The wall, there's a breeze coming out from it. Stepped inside and began lightly knocking on the back wall in several different spots. Ah, it's hollow.
よく見ると
Looking closely, the wall did jut out very slightly right around that exact spot.
私は考えるより
Unconsciously, I pushed on it.
奥に
Oh
空間
no.
がありそうな壁
Why
の
would you
一
do
部が
that? And a small piece of paneling swung out into the space beyond like a door.
壁だとばかり思っていた
It
から
was well hidden, to say the least. Never once would I have guessed there'd be a hidden room behind this particular bathroom stall. It's really dark in here. Use your flashlight.
畳を縦に2枚並べたくらいの細長い空間がそこにはあっ
The room was extremely narrow, making it feel longer than it was. You could fit maybe 2 tatami mats on the ground there, end to end.
た行き止まりの床に
A
は
hole was cut into the floor in the back, outfitted with a ladder leading down into the main school building below.
下の階が
I
見え
peered down the hole, but could see no sign of a floor, nor the end of the ladder. This thing could lead all the way to ground level, or even further. Yeah.
る
Whether due to pressure differentials or the breeze in the air, the secret door suddenly shut itself behind me.
さっきからの音は
That must have been what I was hearing earlier.
この穴
A wretched smell was wafting up from below, hardly a surprise given where I
こ
was.
の下に降りても
I didn't want to imagine what unspeakable things might await me at the bottom of this ladder.
想像を絶する場所に出るだけ
But
で
if Seiko had gone this way, I shook off my misgivings and began descending.
汚物が溜まっている部屋に
Wondered if maybe this ladder ended in a garbage dump or something. I stopped in my tracks, seriously considering turning back.
足がでももう二度と来
But I
て
didn't want to miss something and have to do this again later, so I figured I might as well tough it out and see what I might find down at the bottom.
考えを二点三点
I was waffling between my desire to be thorough and my instinct to turn back, but I kept climbing down all the while, holding my breath as much as I could.
はしごを降りてはしご
Sure is wet. If I'm not careful, I might slip. Oh.
ベリア
Oh, ooh, what? I'm really glad it's not a garbage dump.
そこは
I seem to be in a cave-like room with muddy walls and a dirt floor.
降りてきた穴から
Looking up, I could see a very faint light coming from the hole I just climbed through, but the whole area was otherwise pitch black.
調べる意味
There doesn't seem to be anything to find in here. Oh, I'm probably just wasting my time.
辺りを見回そうと立
While
ち上がろ
surveying
う
my
とし
surroundings best I could, I was tempted to stand up, but that didn't go very well. Ugh. Ow, what the hell?
足首が
My ankle had swollen pretty badly and felt like it was on fire.
聖子に手当てをしても
It was the same sprained ankle Seiko had tended earlier. I must have landed on it when I slipped from the ladder, aggravating it further. No, why is this happening?
大丈夫な方の足
I made another attempt to get out, this time onto my good ankle. If I shifted my weight so the majority of it rested on that leg, maybe I could
体
walk.
重をかけると呆然とした
No such luck, I wasn't going anywhere.
こんな真っ暗な
I
場
was
所
stuck in this dark, dank cave where no one would ever find me with a ladder I couldn't use.
足のしびれが
My leg had begun going numb and the pain from my ankle was almost unbearable. No, I have to get out of here, I have to.
壁に体を預け
Leaning
な
on
が
the
ら
wall for support, I attempted to stand once more, this time holding my sprained ankle in the air as best as I could.
はしごに両手をかけて
Placed both my hands on the ladder, but it was no use, I couldn't even make the first step.
意を決して
Mustering all my strength, I figured I'd give jumping a try, even if it was only with one
濡
leg.
れたはしごの一
But
段
as soon
目に
as the other came in contact with the bottom rung of that wet, slippery ladder,
全身の血の気
I
が
could feel myself turning pale. I was well and truly stuck.
冗談じゃない
This was no joke. I was frantic. I tried climbing the ladder again and again, but just kept finding myself sprawled and unceremoniously across the ground.
無様に地面に転がり続けた何度繰り返したか
I can't even say how many times I challenged those damn rungs. I even searched the walls nearby for another way out, but it was simply no use.
ことごとく自然に
Tears were welling up in my eyes uncontrollably.
ごめん
I'm so sorry, Seiko. I can't make it. I can't save you.
目の前に
And then all of a sudden, I sensed a person in front of me. If you want to find your friend, you can't just give up. I'm impressed you made it this far. You've done well. Sachiko!
目の前に
It was a little girl. She was just there, and she spoke to me in a very comforting
優
voice.
しい声でゆっくり近づいてきて
It's Sachiko!
ギュッと
Then she hugged me tightly as if trying to enshroud my head with her being.
抱きしめてくれたよしよし
There, there.
大丈夫
It'll be alright. I'll let you see her if you like. Will you listen to what I have to say? I didn't care who. I didn't care if it was a person or a ghost. I just wanted somebody, anybody to save Seiko.
いい子
Good. Good girl.
いい子
Good girl. That's a good girl.
大丈夫
Everything's going to be okay. Painful memories, you see,
その方が
are the funniest of them all. Oh no. Naomi, you insensitive jerk. No, I shouldn't say that about her. It was my fault. Naomi was just scared, and after what she went through, I don't blame her. She's always been so cheery and so kind. But I brought out all her pain, all her tears. And that's the one thing a friend should never do. A smile suits her face best of all. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Naomi. I'm sorry for making you so sad. I feel so lost without you. It's the same for me, Seiko. Seiko, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. I just want us to be together forever. Naomi. But when I'm with you, don't I make you mad? Don't I rub you the wrong way and make things unbearable for you? Of course you don't. That was just me being stubborn and pouting and behaving like a spoiled brat. Oh.
聖子が
Seiko approached me with arms outstretched. She wanted to hug me and I immediately obliged, without the slightest hesitation.
温かい
This was Seiko, warm and alive, soft and smelling lovely as usual. I'll never let you go again. Me neither. You'd better not.
あっちにね
There's a Japanese style room over there with tatami mats and everything. We should go sit down and try to calm our nerves a little. A break sounds nice. Let's go. Okay, but when does YUUYA come into this? when do I get to see my beloved YUUYA?
ここ扉が開かなかったとこ
Custodian's closet? This is one of those doors that wouldn't open, isn't it?
そうだっけ
Oh, I passed out earlier, I guess.
気がついたら
When I came to, I was lying down in this room. I was someplace underground, I think, with no way out, and then I saw a little girl. Was it? For the life of me, I just couldn't remember clearly.
なんだろう
That's really odd. Maybe you have a guardian angel on your side, or a ghost.
やめて
Come on, don't say that.
幽霊と言ったって
Well, remember what that spirit told us when we first got here. He said not all ghosts are bad. Not all bad, huh?
聖子は余裕で
Seiko calmly opened the door and stepped into the custodian's closet.
ここに飛ばされてきた
I could hardly believe this was the same person who got scared out of her mind at the first sight of a ghost only a few hours before.
なんか聖子
You seem a lot more fearless now than you were when we got here, Seiko, or is that just me? Hee. As long as you're around Naomi, I feel like I've got nothing to be at all to be scared of.
もう気をつけてよ
Water. That water tastes so plasticky and chemically. That's all well and good, but just make sure you don't let your guard down, okay? There weren't any working lights in the custodian's closet, but it definitely felt a lot safer in here than it did out in the creepy, creaky hallways. The two of us plopped down next to one another on the tatami. For a long while, neither of us said a word. I guess we weren't sure what to talk about. I'm so glad you're okay, Seiko. Hey, you too, Naomi. How's the ankle? Still hurt? Wait, did I? I never posted my tweet. Oh my god. I never posted my live tweet, bruh. There we go, now I posted my live tweet. You too, Naomi, how's it? Okay, I read that. Felt like it did really badly for a while there, but it's totally fine at the moment. Glad to hear it. Did you manage to find your paper doll scrap? No, it's still missing. Guess I must have dropped it somewhere else, and finding anything in this place is quite a feat. Yeah, it is. I'm sorry, but when we get back, we can always ask the class rep to perform the ritual again. Then we can get you a replacement. That's true. Once we'd calmed down a bit, we reached a point where we simply didn't want to leave the room anymore. We had no desire to go back into those halls. So we didn't. We stayed right where we were for a really long time, just chatting endlessly with one another, casual as can be. About class, about the festival and our sleepover the previous night. Ordinary, everyday conversation. But then I happened to look over and catch Seiko staring at me. Yeah, totally. Seiko, is something wrong? Huh? No, it's nothing. It was too dark to see Seiko's features in any great detail, but something seemed amiss. It was her face. Was she blushing? Naomi? This is hard for me to say, but, well, what is it? She had an uncharacteristically serious expression on her face and seemed really nervous. What was it, Seiko? What were you trying to tell me? Never you mind, hee. Oh, come on now. My curiosity is killing me. Just spit it out already. Promise you won't laugh? If you don't want me to, then I won't. Okay, because I'm totally serious. Oh? My heart skipped a beat. This was the beginning. How could I have been so dense all this time? Since we have no idea what's going to happen to us in here, there's something I really need to tell you. Okay. Seiko's focus changed. Her gaze was now directed squarely at my lips. Wait, was this? Will you, kiss me? Huh? I want to kiss you. Why? Because I love you. As a friend, right? Seiko didn't say a word. She just shook her head fervently. I was dumbfounded. Was she confessing to me? I hadn't even had a boy confess to me yet. She hung her head low, staring down at her feet. My silence seemed almost like it was causing her physical pain. She looked like she might explode. I couldn't see her face clearly, but I was certain she must have been quivering and blushing from ear to ear. You're serious? I'd marry you if I could. I want to kiss you and hug you too. That was the first time I'd ever heard Seiko speak so softly or with such a stammer in her voice. Before I knew it, I was crying and I had no idea why. Seiko, I'm sorry, I ran out of the room and just took off down the hall. I still couldn't tell why I was crying. It's like I was scared, or maybe I was happy, or maybe I'd just lost a friend. I needed to calm down. The Seiko I was friends with wasn't gone. She hadn't been lost. Regardless of whether or not I was able to return her feelings, I owed her at least a thank you. Seiko must have been pretty deep in regret by that point. I needed to get back to her. I needed to let her know that I would still stand by her. I was suddenly distracted by the sound of dripping water nearby. It was as if someone had left the faucet on, but only just, and it was slowly spilling out onto the floor. But where was it? It sounded so close, yet there was no sign of running water anywhere that I could see. I had a bad feeling about this. All I knew was it was close. Like, really close. Wait, no, it couldn't be. I looked down at my feet and I gasped. An unpleasant looking black fluid was running down my thighs and pooling up on the floor beneath my feet, and it wasn't stopping. Ooh, what the hell? What is this? Ugh. I hesitantly collected a bit of it on my finger and studied it. It wasn't blood, it was almost tar-like in consistency, smooth and vicious. And it seemed to be faintly glowing as well. Why was something like this coming out of my body? I went to wipe my finger on my skirt and shifted in place, only to lose my footing and fall backwards, landing hard on my rear. I put my hands on the side of my head, closed my eyes and screamed. I'd reached my limit, I just wanted all this to be over. But try as I might to shut out the world was determined not to be ignored. It was like heaven and earth were moving all around me. I felt dizzy. It was like my soul and my body were separating. I became acutely aware of my own mass and started obsessing over it. I was so heavy. My head in particular, the human cranium weighs about 5 kilograms, and I could feel every last gram straining my neck muscles. It was hurting my back. What's happening? I'm losing consciousness. Can't open my eyes. All the blood in my body came rushing up to my head. Why was this happening? I could feel the blood vessels in my face pressing against my skin. I could see blood behind my eyelids. It hurts, it hurts, it hurts so much. The blood just kept coming. It wouldn't stop. It felt as if my blood vessels, my eyes, my whole head could burst at any moment. Somebody, please save me. Seiko! Be careful, you're about to fall into the valley of past and future memories. Just as my last vestiges of consciousness were fading, I heard a little girl's voice. But I was in pain. I was weighed down. I couldn't open my eyes. Hi Azul, welcome in. How are you? If you wish to save your friend, you'll need to overcome fate itself. What? What are you saying? The heaviness in my head grew at an alarming rate, and I heard a tearing sound behind my ears. It was the sound of a major blood vessel breaking wide open. I was certain I was going to die, but then the pain and dizziness simply vanished. I had the sensation of a faint shimmering before my eyes. Oh God, what's happening? And I wondered if maybe I could open them now. Slowly and carefully, I relaxed the muscles that were so forcefully and fearfully holding my eyelids shut. What? Where am I? This isn't Heavenly Host. I know exactly where I was. I'd seen this image a million times before. I'd seen it just like this morning with Seiko. This was my house. Huh? Am I really home? Was it all a dream, maybe? You aren't home. Mum, I'm home. Something wasn't right. My field of vision was low to the ground and everything around me looked much larger than it should. What was going on? Yay, happy ending. Naomi, guess what? I bought you a cat. Dad, you've always been so mature watching the household by yourself when we're away. Come on, pet it. Isn't she great, Naomi? Mum? Now you'll have someone to keep you company. Sorry we're always so late coming home from work, sweetie. It's so nice that we can trust you, though. I'm really sorry, but now you won't be lonely anymore, right? Stop this. May would spend half her time indoors and another half in the backyard, as if she were out to pasture or something. It may not have been much land, but that was her territory, and she rarely ventured outside of it. Once I was so upset that my parents were going to be late coming from work again that I scooped up May and ran away from home for a little while. Papa, Mama, I hate you. Stop it. It's because you're here, May. Because you're here, Papa and Mama don't think they have to come home. It's your fault, you know. May, what's wrong? Why are you crying? Where did you and May run off to?
メイちゃんとどこ行ってたの？
I'm sorry, May. I don't want us to be apart. I said a really mean thing to you, May. I'm so sorry. Now, it's alright, Naomi. May will always be there for you. She loves you, you know.
メイちゃん、あなたのこと大好きだもの。あなたの気持ちを。
She can sense exactly how you feel and she's very understanding.
それからしばらくして。
It wasn't long after that that May ran away.
私は泣きながら。
I searched for her every day through teary eyes, but in the end she never did come home.
残念だね。
It's such a pity. I guess even cats get strange ideas in their heads from time to time.
ところがあるからな。
違うの。
That wasn't it.
せっかくのお友達だった
And you two were such good friends too.
私が悪いの。
I did this.
新しいお友達が
But
できる
you'll make a new friend in no time. You just need to put this out of your mind and move on.
メイちゃんは
It's because May was so understanding, kind-hearted that she disappeared from my life.
私が
If only I hadn't said what I said to her. May, come back please, May.
メイちゃん
May,
あなたは
you never change, do you?
お母さん
Mum?
お母さんどこにいる
Mum,
の
where are you? She's not here.
ナオミ
Naomi?
セイコ
Seiko?
セイコ大丈夫探してたんだよ
Seiko, are you alright? I've been looking all over for you. I'm so sorry about before.
何の反応も返
She
して
didn't respond, but she didn't have to. This was definitely Seiko.
よく見えないよ
I can't see you very well. Come a little closer, please. Let me see your face.
私は近寄り
I drew in towards Seiko, who was sitting on the ground. I rested my head on her shoulder. Then I wrapped my arms around her.
部屋が
I still couldn't see her face. I thought it might be because of the dim lighting in the room. But no, that wasn't it. Something was very wrong here. Seiko wasn't moving an inch, and that's when I realised.
冷たい
Her skin was cold. She's dead?
待って
Wait, where was I? Was I at home, or was this heavenly host? The last thing I remembered was frantically trying to find her again.
なんだか遠くから
I could smell incense from somewhere far off and finally realised this wasn't reality.
騎士駅です。
違う
No.
違う
No, this person sitting perfectly still on the floor not saying a word. This wasn't Seiko. So who was it?
この子誰
Naomi.
真っ暗闇の中
Within the unyielding darkness, I knew that whoever it was taking Seiko's shape was coming toward me.
近づいてくるのがいる
She's here. She's right next to me. I can feel her breath. I can sense her presence.
誰なの
Who are you?
友達よ
I'm your friend with the broken neck, remember?
でしょあなたが死なせて
This is the future where you make me die. No!
どうしてさっき一人に
Why did you leave me by myself back there after we finally managed to get back together too?
この人
I was so worried that I'd hurt you, so worried, and that's why things turned out this way.
こうなっ
No, don't say that. Yeah. Hey? Hey Maeve, TTV, welcome in, how are you?
私の前に
What's up? Nothing much. How about you? As I lay there stricken with grief, I heard the footsteps of a child approach.
見上げると
I looked up and saw a little girl with a red dress standing over me. Sachiko!
助けたい友達
Do you want to save your friend, no matter what it takes?
あなたは
Who? What are you?
この世界の
I'm the one who controls the fate of this world.
何を言っているのか
I had no clue what she meant by that,
だけど
but I remembered that she'd been giving me advice this whole time. She had a different hair about her than the other spirits around the school building. I felt like maybe she was on my side. I want to save her, please. If there's some way to do it, tell me how. I'll give you another chance to remember. Think hard. What you've just seen are events from your past, which is also the future through which your spirit now passes. In other words, this isn't the first time you've experienced this sequence of events, but you already knew that, didn't you? This sort of thing doesn't happen. It should have sounded like complete nonsense to me. But I didn't say a word, I just nodded. They were only fragments, but nonetheless, I was seeing crystal clear vision on what I can only assume was my first time experiencing these events. That sense of deja vu I'd been feeling wasn't just some crazy delusion or misidentified nerve impulse in my brain, it was real. Then you've also already seen the trigger event from which your despair originated. So now you fight against this fated demise. When I came back to my senses, I found myself standing in the hallway on the 3rd floor of the school building. When did I get there? How long had I been here? I looked down and sure enough, these were the puddles of there were puddles of black all around me. It was that vicious fluid that had been spilling out from inside me. A palpable manifestation of dread spreading out across the floor, but this was no time to sulk. I had to think about Seiko. I'd left her all by herself again. I wonder if she's still in the custodian's room. That sound, it was coming from inside the bathroom. There was a violent banging coming from one of the stalls with a lump in my throat and a shiver down my spine. I slowly crept in to take a look. There was an eerie stillness in the air within the girls' lavatory. It didn't feel like there was anyone else in there with me, but I sensed a slight movement on the 3rd stall door from the back. I'm going to think about it. Stay calm, Naomi. This is it. This is what I've been afraid of, but it's also what I've been preparing myself for. This was the source of all the bad feelings and uncomfortable premonitions I've been having. I knew what I was going to find. I remembered this future. This was the future I absolutely had to prevent from coming to pass. The image of what waited for me in that stall was burned into my memory. And it was now a reality. Seiko! No, Seiko, you're still alive. I'll save you. There was again a flash of the sad future that awaited us if I made even one wrong move here. But there was still time. I could still save her. Hold on, I'll get you down. But how? Her noose was pretty high off the ground. I needed some way to get out to neck height in order to pull her down safely. Something to stand on? Used the bucket outside. I'll be right back, Seiko. I'm going to go get something to stand on. I hurried out into the hallway to grab the bucket I'd been seen sitting on the ground there earlier. If I were to stand on that, I was certain I could reach Seiko's neck, even at my height. Inside the bucket were clumps of unidentifiable rotten meat, crawling with maggots. The sight alone was nauseating, but this was no time to be grossed out. Seiko's life was on the line. Picked up the bucket with surprisingly little hesitation. After dumping its contents onto the ground, I held the dirty bucket tight against my chest and rushed back into the bathroom. I will save you. I will. Seiko, hold still. I'm going to loosen the rope. Threw the bucket on the floor upside down and stepped on it like a footstool. Sure enough, this gave me the lift I needed to reach Seiko's neck. This would work. I was going to save her. I positioned my hand on Seiko's shoulder and began feeling around from the knot, but then... Ack! No! The bottom of the old rusted bucket had given way. I lost my footing and fell, inadvertently pulling down on Seiko's body. Her thin neck snapped easily. God, no. Seiko! Seiko's neck was twisted unnaturally. Her arms and legs hung limply and swayed back and forth in the momentum of my fall. She would struggle no more. No, no, no! I could still feel the sensations of that last moment on my hand. I just want to answer this from this. I broke her neck. I killed Seiko. Wait, I wanna... What if... Open it. What if I just... No, it was now a reality, yep. Think of something else. No, I remember now. The bottom of that bucket is rusted through. I'll fall and I wind up breaking Seiko's neck. There must be some other way, some way to loosen the rope so she can breathe. Only half conscious, Seiko was thrashing about wildly, frantically squirming for air. It seemed automatic, like a reflex. The body struggled for life when life was being denied it. All I could see as I watched her body writhing on that rope was proof positive that she wanted to live. I'm going to save you, I swear. It was going to be alright. I could see the future. Fate was on my side for a change. Grab her body. I knew I had to lift Seiko's body into the air, loosening the pull on the rope so she could breathe, unfortunately. Ack! Arriving. Seiko badly quicked me square in the jaw. Jesus! Force of the blow caused me to stumble and fall backwards. Seiko! She's really suffering. I have to hurry. Okay. Ah, Seiko. Okay, her neck broke again. Hello, darlings. Hi, Desi. How are you? Welcome in. Dun. Okay. I'm doing okay. You all well? Yep. Think of something else. No, wait, I remember this too. If I try to lift her, I'm just going to end up pulling her down harder and breaking her neck. Seiko! What do I do? There has to be something else. Place her up on your shoulders. That was it. I needed to lift her higher up. I quickly ducked under Seiko's body and forced myself from between her wildly flailing legs until she was sitting on my shoulders. And then put everything I had into my back muscles, standing up and lifting her into the air. This created enough slack in the rope that the upper half of Seiko's body, weakened as it was, naturally collapsed back against the wall. Thinking fast, I took a step forward and actively pushed her into it, holding her into place so her head wouldn't drop back down again. Seiko, stay with me, breathe. I'm trying to watch UK streamers from UK, but I always usually watch American or Portuguese streamers of late. Ah, I see, I see. Breathe, breathe. I'm going to get you out this rope now, okay? Just hold still. All the hell, my body was standing on end. I actually did it. I averted fate. I prevented Seiko's death. I could feel it all throughout my being. I had just stepped into a new world, a new destiny. It was an odd sensation. My deja vu, my memories of that horrible future had ground to a halt. I had no idea what would happen from now on. Since the only memories I retained from that other timeline were the ones related to my dearest friend's demise. Seiko had stopped squirming and simply slumped over, exhausted from the whole ordeal. I reached my hand up to her neck, gently and carefully. And after a lot of fumbling, I successfully untied the knot on the rope. Peeling the slack noose off Seiko's neck made a sort of crackling sound with each yank. I was in awe of how much force that rope had exerted. It was painful just thinking about it. What I seen was the anxiety attack and was like, I'm in the right club. Slay, anxiety club. Up through this morning, she was all smiles and laughter. She was always thinking about me and always so kind and outgoing. Why did something so horrible have to happen to her? But there was nothing to be afraid of anymore. Seiko and I had now passed the sad fate that previously awaited us. As long as the two of us were together, we'd make it through this. I looked down at Seiko, still breathing, and sobbed. I led Seiko out the store and gently laid her down on the bathroom floor. She was too weak to go any further just yet. Seiko, you idiot. Why would you try to hang yourself? Both heaving and shaking together. Real. I was so worried about you. You have no idea. I laid my head on her body. She was so warm. I wasn't going to let her go again. I wasn't going to let anyone take her away from me. It's okay now. I'm sorry, Seiko. I won't ever leave you alone again. Do you understand? Can you see me? It's me, Naomi. What is it? Never seen this game before, to be honest. This game is the second game in a series, so you might get spoiled for the first game. Okay. What? Seiko? What's wrong? It's me. It's me. Seiko wasn't acting like herself. It's okay, I probably won't play it. Ah, I see. She was regarding me as if she's just seen a ghost. Her face was plainly painted with abject fear from the very depths of her soul. She stumbled to her feet clumsily and then hastily darted out of the room. No! Seiko? What? Why? I didn't understand. Was she confused? Either way, I had to catch her. Too many games to complete, not enough time. Real. Wait, tell me what's wrong. It's me. It's Naomi. Kept pace with Seiko's frantic, unsteady sprint, and then she turned a corner and headed down the staircase. And then... No. Oh my god. Why, Seiko, I saved you. I just saved you. It smells rotten. Oh, poor you, poor you. Did you really think you could save her? Once someone's fate passes through these halls, it locks in place forever. Don't you see? If your destiny's to die here, then that's what's going to happen, no matter what. And then the way you die will just keep getting worse and worse every time. Good girl, good girl. Don't worry, I'll gladly extract all your painful memories for now. This isn't your first time here after all, right? We have all the time in the world to save all in a new unspeakable ways your friend can die. Oh my god, Sachiko. Such unbelievably cruelty. This was an inhuman malevolence, the likes I'd never imagined could exist. Might have to lurk soon though, because I think my friends want to game. Okay. Because of my own overzealous actions, Seiko wound up meeting a fate even worse than death by hanging. Oh wait, the piano wire on the stairs. Wait. My god. It's my fault. My fault. My tears began raining down on Seiko's cheek. And on her forehead, into her nose, into her mouth, into her eyes. But Seiko's eyes wouldn't close. Despite lacking the ability to focus anymore, she just kept staring right at me. Oh, Seiko, what are you looking at right now? What thoughts are going through your mind? Why did you run from me earlier? Why were you so afraid? But no matter how many times I asked her these questions, Seiko just wouldn't answer. I told her we'd always be friends no matter what, that we'd always be together. Answer me, please say something, don't leave me all alone. I could still feel the warmth from Seiko's head in my arms, but she was gone now. I was powerless, all I could do was scream. There was nothing else to do, nothing would change. Not that the screaming helped, all it did was echo back at me as if mocking my pain. I felt like I was trapped in a cold, damp cell. I had no doubt in my mind that this was hell. Why do we have to be put through this nightmare? God, I can't take it anymore. Get me out of here. Someone please save me. An alternate universe Tao. Ah, okay, I see. Okay, we cleared the first one. Chapter 2 Demise is now playable. Satomi Arai. Yep, Soulful Testimony unlocked. Okay. Too much reading for me. It would drain me. Hard Feelings. Completed chapter 1. Let's go. We have a Soulful Testimony. Satomi Arai. Ah, I see. It's like the voice actor thing. Nice. Wait. I wonder if we get a YUUYA one. No YUUYA. That's so sad. How long have we been streaming for? 2 hours and 25 minutes. Okay. Damn. Legit, Mizu. Hi, Soggy. How are you? You came at a bad time. I was about to wrap up. Let's have a look at... Let's see. Gallery of Spirits. I feel like I don't remember those. EP. Oh no. I don't remember these CGs. I remember this one and this one. I remember these. I gotta grab that ass. Funniest fucking scene in the game, I swear. Funniest fucking scene in the game, I swear to God. What's a cursed phonograph? Music. Nice. Fun times. No, don't show me the naked children. Oh my god. Then we unlock status. Let's see. Album, 30% music, cast interviews. Okay. Well, I'm gonna wrap up now, chat. Oh, this is exciting. Let me see. The Mayans encounter. I'm thinking that's probably where we come across YUUYA. If I remember correctly. Or either that or Purgatory. Tooth is like, I already know what that's gonna. I already know that's gonna have YUUYA in it because I can just. Because of that one CG I've seen before of him licking a tooth. Exciting. Well, I will be back with this game probably maybe tomorrow. I might play a chapter every day until it's done. Okay, well, I'm gonna wrap up now. Thanks for hanging out with me, chat. I'm so excited to be playing Corpse Party again. Okay. Bye bye. We're not gonna raid anybody today. I'm too lazy to open Google again. Thank you for streaming. Thank you for coming. It was fun. I'm excited for the rest of the game. Big stretch. Okay. Bye bye, chat. I give Kif.